Hey, what's on guys? Bizarre here, and today I'm going to be going over my mono black zombie deck. It mostly runs cards from Onslaught, like this. Alright, so first we're going to go over the mana base, and the creatures, and then the spells. So, the mana base, super simple. It just runs a lot of swamps. Then, the card this deck focuses around is Shepherd of Rot, because you can tap it and each player loses 1 life for each zombie in play. Now this card can kill you because it deals damage to each player and not just the opponent. So that could really hurt you. But we're going to be running 2 Shepherd of Rots. The next card is going to be Undead Warchief. For 4 mana, it's a 1/1. And zombie spells you play cost 1 less to play. Which is pretty good because we're running 2 of them, I believe. Oh no, 3 of them. So, zombie spells cost 3 less to play. And zombies you control get +2/+1. So this guy is essentially a 3/2. And then just have like more than 1 of them, and it's ridiculous. So we're also going to be playing 3 of those guys. Okay, the next card is Gempalm Polluter. You mainly use this card to cycle. You don't actually play it onto the field. I'm going to be running 3 of them. And the reason you want to cycle it is because when you cycle Gempalm Polluter, you may have target player lose 1 life for each zombie you play. So if you have a lot of zombies in play, then they lose a lot of life. And then you can start tapping Shepherd of Rot to get more damage in, instead of killing yourself while killing the opponent. So then it'll just be a tie, and you don't want that. So yeah, 3 of them. Then we're going to be playing Vengeful Dead. Whenever Vengeful Dead or another zombie is put into the graveyard from play, each opponent loses 1 life. This can get the opponent down a lot because of some other cards that I will show you later. And I'll tell you those cards when they pop up. So we're going to be running 4 of those. Oh, and here's one of the ones that focuses on Vengeful Dead. So, Deathmark Prelate. 3 colorless and 1 swamp for a 2/3 that has a 2 colorless and 1 swamp. Tap it and sacrifice a zombie. Destroy target non-zombie creature. It can't be regenerated. Play this ability anytime you could play as a sorcery. That is where Vengeful Dead comes in, because every card you put into the graveyard, the opponent loses 1 life. So that again gets the opponent hopefully below the amount of life you have, so you can play so you can just keep tapping Shepherd of Rot and hopefully get them down to no health. We're going to be running 3 of those. Next card is Dross Golem, and the reason I'm playing this is because it's just a mono black deck. No other real reason. So Affinity for swamps, it costs 1 less to cast for each swamp you control. I wish they would bring Affinity back. It's a great ability. And then it also has Fear, so always a good card. And then we have Festering Goblin. When Festering Goblin is put into a graveyard from play, target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. You're going to be playing 3 of those. Then we have Carrion Feeder. Carrion Feeder can't block. And sacrifice a creature, put a 1/1 counter on Carrion Feeder. That's also where Vengeful Dead comes in. And is a good card. We're going to be running 3 of those. And then we have Noxious Ghoul. Whenever Noxious Ghoul or another zombie comes into play, all non-zombie creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. Sadly, this includes Dross Golem and Deathmark Prelate. That is the only bad part about this. But other than that, it's really helpful. We're going to be running 2 of those. And Natuko Husk. For 2 colorless and 1 swamp, you can sacrifice a creature. Natuko Husk gets +2/+2 until end of turn. It's a 2/2, so it becomes a 4/4 if you sack a creature. And Vengeful Dead also helps with that. Then I'm going to be playing a really fun card called Corrupt. Corrupt deals 1 damage to target creature or player for each swamp you control. When Corrupt successfully deals damage to a creature or player, gain life equal to that damage. So essentially, it's just 6 damage right to their face or a creature they control. And we're going to only be running 2 of those because it's a heavy spell. Then we're running 4 Echoing Decays, which is the final card. And for 1 colorless and 1 swamp, target creature and all other creatures with the same name as that creature get -2/-2 until end of turn. I really like this card because if someone's running like a deck that just summons a bunch of like copies of one creature, and they're abusing that creature, then you can play like, you can just play this, or like you can just stack them on that one creature, and then that creature gets, and all those copies get -8/-8 until end of turn, which most likely kills them. Unless you're playing like Miming Slime and they have just some giant creature. And yeah, so that's my Mono Black zombie deck. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Bizarre Cart out.